All right, so I'm really excited to share some good news with you for once this weekend. So the woman that President-elect Biden has appointed to head the Interior Department, which for those of you who don't know is the branch of the U.S. government that has direct control over pretty much all of the wilderness in the United States, approximately 500 million acres of land, as well as all of the oceans, all of the oceanic territory, the rivers, and the Great Lakes of the United States of America. She's getting a lot of attention because she's the first Native American woman to be appointed to such a powerful position. Now that attention is fully justified. How in the fuck did it take from 1776 till 2020 for there to be a Native American at a cabinet level post in the United States of America? That's fucking nuts. But there's something incredible about her that I haven't seen much about in the news, which is that Deb Haaland has a 100% voting record on animal protection issues. As a congresswoman, every single time an animal protection bill came before Congress, she voted in favor of it. For context, there's a very, very long list of Republicans who have a 0% voting record. They've literally voted against every single animal protection bill that came before Congress. She also has a 97% voting record on environmental issues. I think that other 3% is a bill. I'm assuming it's procedural because she has an extremely strong profile when it comes to environmental issues. She was at Standing Rock fighting on the front lines against oil pipelines. Now, for context, the people that the previous or soon-to-be former president put in charge of the Department of the Interior was a steady stream of oil industry stooges and puppets, coal industry clowns, people who were directly responsible for the mass poisoning and mass murder of Americans through pumping out poison, not just Americans. I'm over here on the other side of the Great Lakes in Canada. I'm breathing in the same toxic pollution that comes out of smokestacks in Michigan, that comes out of tailpipes in upstate New York. And by proximity, y'all are breathing in the same pollution that comes from here in Toronto, in Michigan, and upstate New York. You know, further reason that nationalism is bullshit. We all need to stand for what's right regardless of borders. And of course, the animals that we're fighting for don't have citizenship. They don't have legal rights anywhere in the world. So why am I sharing this? Now, for two reasons. Number one, I just want you to be happy and celebrate this weekend. The world's fucked up, and it's nice to get some good news. Number two, this is a teachable moment. For all you clowns and trolls who are telling me, oh, all politicians are the same. Biden and Trump are going to be exactly the same. Yeah, this is why you got to fucking pay attention. This is why you know-it-alls got to start actually studying political science. Got to start reading the fucking news. Got to start learning about the world around you. You know, I caught a lot of heat during the election for saying that you're not vegan if you vote for Trump. And I got people like, what are you saying? You're telling me I can't be vegan if I vote for Donald Trump? No. I'm not saying you can't be vegan if you vote Republican or you voted for Donald Trump. Everyone in the world can and should be vegan. What I'm saying is that veganism is not a diet. It's not just about what you eat. Veganism is defined as a lifestyle based around causing the minimal harm to animals as much as practically possible. I would never tell anybody you can't be vegan. What I was saying is that when you're given a choice as to whether to vote for shooting hibernating baby bears and their mothers or not, it's not a vegan option to go for shooting baby hibernating bears. When you're given a choice to support mass extinction or to support mass conservation of wilderness, the obvious vegan choice is to support mass conservation of wilderness, aka Biden and Democrats. Every single choice we make is about making the best practical decision for animals. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about here. Deb Haaland, what her job will be at the Interior Department primarily is advancing Joe Biden's policy to protect 1/3 of all of the land and all of the oceans of the United States as protected wilderness. When it's protected, that means industrial fishing stops. That means these massive fishing boats that kill millions of animals at a time, including whales and dolphins, are prohibited. It means that clear cutting stops. It means that oil extraction and mining stops. So even if Joe Biden were to do nothing else as president, just protect hundreds of millions of acres of land and ocean, that's billions of lives right there. And the animals who live there sure as fucking hell wanted you to vote for Joe Biden and are grateful if you voted for Joe Biden. If you voted for Donald Trump, listen, this is a learning moment, okay? He's gone, so I'm not as mad anymore, but it's a lesson for people in other parts of the world too. There's elections coming up. There's one in Georgia coming up. countries around the world, democracies around the world have elections regularly. Vegans need to start fucking paying attention to politics. The animal rights movement is 1000% political. The key, the dead giveaway is in the name animal rights. What are rights? Rights don't exist in the real world. Rights are political. They exist because people say they exist, we fight for them, and we enforce them. So if we want a world with animal rights in it, we're going to start needing to pay attention to politics. But right now, this weekend, please just take a breath and relax. The last 4 years have been shitty, to say the least. 2020 has been fucked up, but the future is going to be getting better. Now, I'm not saying we just sit back and do nothing when Joe Biden is president. No, we're going to push Joe Biden further and faster along all the good things. But isn't that a good feeling? To be able to tell the president, move faster. Do more. What you're already doing, I like it. Do more of that than it is to be fighting against a nonstop fucking garbage that Trump has been doing for 4 years. It's finally over. Just over a month till inauguration. Have a fantastic weekend.